It's your day in tech history, and it's brought to you by our friends over at Carbonite, where you can get a 15-day free trial by going over to geekazine.com/carbon-free. Jeffrey Powers here. I welcome you to the Day in Tech History, a full rundown of technology history 7 days a week. Subscribe to the show via iTunes, Stitcher, or download right from dayintechhistory.com. Now let's find out what happened on this day, your day in tech history. January 11th, 1902, Popular Mechanics magazine was published for the first time. It had 5 paying subscribers and would be purchased by a few hundred newsstand customers at a nickel a copy. 1935, Amelia Earhart becomes the first person to fly solo between Hawaii and California. 3 years earlier, she became the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. 1960, the ACM-GAMM Committee was convened with the mission to develop the first block-structured programming language, ALGOL 60, which stood for Algorithmic Language. 1973, the United Kingdom's Open University grants its first degrees to students whose curriculum consisted in part of courses transmitted over radio and television. 1976, the science fiction television series The Bionic Woman premieres on the ABC network with the episode Welcome Home, Jamie, Part 1. 1994, Eric Gordon Corley, better known as the handle Emmanuel Goldstein, publishes No Time for Goodbyes, Fiber Optics Journey to Prison, which was published in a Computer Underground Digest. Also in 1994, the Superhighway Summit was held at Royce Hall in the University of California. The summit featured the first public conference bringing together all of the major industry, government, and academic leaders in the field, and also began the national dialogue about the information superhighway and its implications. 1995, AMD and Intel settled their outstanding processor-related legal issues. AMD pays Intel $58 million in damages, and Intel pays AMD $18 million for breach of contract. 1996, Umax Data Systems of Taiwan acquired the license to manufacture Macintoshes from the hardware's firm Radius, along with the company's license to sell Macintosh operating systems. And in 1999, Intel announced that their new series of Pentium chips would be called Pentium 3. Now this word from our friends over at Carbonite who want to help you pursue your passion. January is a month to reflect on what you did the previous year and also plan what you're going to do in the next. One thing you might want to put on that resolution list is to back up your data, and Carbonite is here to help with that. Founded in 2005, Carbonite backs up over 300 billion files to their secure servers, from photos of your newborn to important videos of the family and friends, not to mention those years of scanned documents you've been spending days digitizing. All of it gets stored in their secure cloud, so you're protected from fire, theft, and other acts, but also able to pull it down on your iPad to show those cute pictures to friends and family. Your data is secure and encrypted, and if you're a small business in the healthcare market, Carbonite can help since they are also HIPAA compliant. It's your life backed up for $59.95 a year, a small investment in important files. For more information, you got to check out geekazine.com/carbon-free. That's geekazine.com/carbon-free. Back up now, back up often, back up off-site with Carbonite. Now let's get back into your day in tech history. 2000, construction of the first segment of the China-U.S. cable network, the first undersea fiber optic cable network, begins in China and the U.S. simultaneously. The cable will carry data, video, and voice traffic directly between the 2 points, and 2 points in China and 2 points in the United States at 80 gigabits per second. 2001, AOL and Time Warner complete their merger to form AOL Time Warner after receiving the final approval from the FTC. 2002, the U.S. ISP Association is formed from the CompuLink Information Exchange, or CIX, which is the organization that initially converted the Internet into a commercial enterprise. 2003, the domain registration for the shock site ogreish.com, which primarily features photos and video of fatal accidents and brutal crimes, is deleted by German registrar Joker.com at the request of a German prosecutor who complained that the website's content was extremely objectionable. 2005, IBM announced that it would donate 500 technology patents to a number of open-source groups. Also in 2005, at Macworld, Apple released iLife 05, which is a suite for creating digital content for $79. Apple also released the iPod Shuffle with a 512 megabyte or 1 gigabyte capacity. It's the first iPod to use flash memory rather than a hard drive. And finally, at Macworld in 2005, Apple released the Mac Mini, which featured a 1.25 gigahertz or 1.42 gigahertz power PC G4 processor and 256 megabytes of RAM with a 40 or 80 gigabyte hard drive, starting at $499. 2008, because of the prank Gizmodo pulled during CES, CEA banned Gizmodo prankster from the show. No mention if any additional mediates were banned. 2009, Microsoft lifts a download limit for a 2-week period due to enormous demand of the Windows 7 beta operating system. And Ford, Chevy, and Toyota all debuted their new electric vehicle strategies at CES. In the meantime, Tesla debuted the new Roadster Sport. And in 2011, Microsoft files a motion against Apple for the trademark App Store. They claimed the phrase was too generic. And that's your Day in Tech History. My name is Jeffrey Powers, www.dayintechhistory.com. All the show notes are over at wikizine.com, Geekazine's wiki. And of course, you can like the Facebook page and follow Twitter at Day in Tech Hist. Until tomorrow, take care. Day in Tech History is copyright 2015, JMP Enterprise and Geekazine.com.